What's up, YouTube?
How's it going, guys?
We are ComicBytes.
We are. This is Bird and Jet.
Bird and Jet.
We're going to hit you guys with a quick review of Black Vortex, the 13-part series that just ended this past week.
Yes, sir.
So we'll just go and get right down to it.
Cool. You want me to yell them titles out real quick?
Yeah. He's going to list the 13 books that you should have read. There will be spoilers in this episode, just a heads up.
Yep.
We're just going to cover, what we liked about it, what we didn't like about it, sort of what happened throughout the issues. So
Exactly.
yeah.
In February, for the start, we had Black Vortex Alpha number 1, and then Guardians of the Galaxy number 24, Legendary Star-Lord number 9, All New X-Men number 38, and then in March we had All New X-Men number 39, Guardians Team Up number 3, Guardians of the Galaxy number 25, Nova number 28, Legendary Star-Lord number 10, and then in April we had Cyclops 12, Captain Marvel 14, Legendary Star-Lord 11, and the closer, which was the Black Vortex Omega number 1.
Yeah, which was the Guardians and X-Men.
Yes.
Whatever. Which is what the whole, basically it's the Guardians and the X-Men team up.
Confused why they called it number 1.
Yeah, did they?
Yeah.
Which one they call number 1?
Like the last one, like part 1. Remember?
Oh, right,
About,
right.
Alright.
Yeah, like is there 2 parts? Yeah, so the story, it kicks off back, Gara, she's, was like 12 billion years ago or something.
Yeah.
She, there's like the celestial being that she like begs for something to advance their society, and then what does he give? What does he offer her?
He offers her the Black Vortex.
Yeah.
And she's like at this point she's like super young.
Yeah.
And like I'm not really sure what her race is, but she's definitely not human. She's like some sort of
Viscardi or something?
Yeah, Viscardi, that's right. Yeah. She kinda looks like a cat.
Right.
Which is
with,
awesome.
mixed with like an alien.
Yeah.
Like a cat alien.
Yeah.
Obviously she's an alien.
But yeah, that's right, Viscardi. Definitely.
Yeah. So I don't know,
she submits.
Yeah, well she obviously submits right away. And
what does that do when you submit to the Black Vortex? Give them a rundown.
Basically, what happens is it unlocks the full potential. You can look of that character. You can look in that mirror. It's a mirror, and then you can see what you would have. You can look at the things you would change, the people you would have saved, the things you would have done better, maybe done worse. Because like when Nova, we'll kind of get to that later. But like for Nova, for instance, when he looked in it, he looked at all the options. He was like asking it questions, like show me this, show me that, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah.
So it just unlocks the potential, and then they can choose to submit to it, which, it's up to them. It's probably tempting, but
yeah. And we'll touch on, the people that did submit.
Yeah.
We won't touch every issue, but
I think we counted 10, but 9 other than Gara, who's the girl in the beginning.
Yeah.
So 9 in the current recent universe.
Yes.
So yeah.
So
the first 3, well, it kind of opens up Star-Lord and Kitty Pryde.
Yes.
They are going on Jason's ship. That's his dad.
That's Star-Lord's dad, yes.
Yeah, Mr. Knife, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of lingo to learn.
Yeah, it's a lot happening.
Yeah.
They go in there and then they steal the mirror.
So, they did.
And then from that, what happens?
Gamora right away is like ready.
She's the very first one.
She submits first, followed by Beast, and
which I was very surprised at Beast.
Who was the third?
Angel.
Angel, that's right.
Yeah.
So,
and Angel was like, out of the 3, he was like the most like unremorseful. I thought like Gamora was quick to do it, and she didn't have much character to it, I didn't think. But when Angel did it, he was just like kind of like cocky about it and just like,
right.
What do you mean? Why wouldn't I do this? Like,
right.
I don't know.
Which like in All New X-Men 40, in the aftermath, he like explains to, and we'll touch on that in Comic Books 10, but he explains like kind of why he was like that, which is really cool.
Yeah.
If you followed the storyline like we did.
Right.
But yeah, Gamora is just, I agree to an extent, but she just seems like she is alright with keeping the power forever too, which
Yeah.
I don't know.
Which she ends up keeping it in the end.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that as
Right.
well. Basically, like, okay, so like you said, Gamora, Beast, and Iceman submit right away. Basically.
No, Angel, not Iceman.
Sorry. Yeah.
Later.
Angel.
Iceman's
You were
later.
talking about all the orcs,
Yeah. I was thinking about.
right. So like, and then they're on this big chase. Everybody's stealing the mirror.
Oh yeah.
That's like what the whole comic book is
So cool though.
the mirror. I think Gamora, they take off with it
Yeah.
because they get attacked by
Yeah, what were the few? You got to think I read all this in February, so I'm like, man.
right. Well, it's just basically a big chase. It's over and over. Eventually, Ronan gets the mirror.
Yes.
Which is kind of weird how he even knew about this mirror. I kind of didn't like how random that was. He just all of a sudden, like the three, Gamora, Beast, and Angel have the mirror after there's battles and little tiff-taffs, and all of a sudden Ronan sweeps in and just steals it.
Yeah.
Just for no reason, not even in the comic yet.
Right.
I mean, it's fine, but it was just so random.
Right.
Like, I don't know, it's just the way that like he had nothing to do with the comic up until that point. So.
And he was like answering to somebody, I can't remember the name, who he was like answering to.
Supreme Intelligence?
Yeah, Supreme Intelligence, which, like, I don't know if that's a thing.
Yeah.
Is that normally a thing? I don't know.
Yeah, on the Kree, for the Kree.
Because I thought he answered to Thanos and other...
Well, I think eventually Thanos gets those power.
Oh, okay.
For the Kree, Supreme Intelligence is the Supreme Intelligence.
Okay.
Yeah, which I don't know. I thought Supreme Intelligence died a long time ago, so I don't know why he was even in the book. But
like when he's talking about the chasing of the back and forth and stuff, it got to a point where it got a little confusing.
Yeah.
So many characters.
Teams were splitting.
Yeah.
Like so many times too. Like you had Cyclops, Groot, and Iceman who eventually get captured.
In Cyclops, right? And that's
Cyclops, Groot, and in his comic,
12,
which those are the next three superheroes that submit. There's villains that submitted him too. I mean, if you call Ronan a villain, I know he's both, but
I consider him like a Loki, where he's
he's
got bad morals, but he does end up doing good. Sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean,
like he has good at heart, kind of like almost like a Magneto.
Yeah.
He's looking out for his race, which that's what Ronan's all about. His Kree Empire is like that's like Magneto's mutants. I mean, that's why he fights. But yeah, so
also Thane.
Yeah, Thane was like probably the biggest antagonist. Well, not the biggest because Jason was the biggest, I think. But Thane did the most damage.
Oh yeah.
With his Ember,
Thane was awesome.
Yeah, he was cool. It was a really good series. I mean,
Thane encases an entire planet.
Yeah.
In Amber.
Spartax. Yeah. Which was weird because then the Brood came. So Jason is Star-Lord's dad. He's behind this whole thing. He finds the mirror in the beginning. He has all his minions submit, and then he's with Thane, and then Thane eventually submits. But the whole thing is Thane is working with Jason to get that power that he was introduced to, and then the mirror got stolen by Star-Lord and Kitty. Yeah. So now the whole thing for Thane is they need to get the mirror back so he can submit and get all this power, which he eventually does.
Right.
Which is pretty cool. I mean, he has the knowledge and more like ability than his father Thanos.
Oh yeah.
So once he unlocks his potential, it's obvious that he could be a greater Thanos, which I don't think happened in this book because Thanos wouldn't have got defeated.
No, but Thane had like super potential in the book, but then it kind of just
it didn't.
Yeah, it ended like more abruptly than I would have.
Yeah, I agree totally. So we named the 6 good guys that submitted so far: Gamora, Beast, Angel, and then Cyclops, Groot, and Iceman. They submit once they've been captured by Mr. Knife.
Correct.
On the ship, they break out. Cyclops uses his like laser beam to like go around the fingerprint of the guard. With Iceman froze it. I didn't really understand all that.
Yeah,
it's kind of weird. But
super technology.
Right. So then they get out, and then they're like, they run to the mirror, and they're like, the only way we can get off the ship is to submit and become our full potential. So they did, and Groot had like gelled back tree hair, which was pretty cool. But
yeah, he was tight.
Yeah.
Iceman looked like a wood elf from like Skyrim or something,
Yeah.
which I thought
like
was like super cool.
Ponytail, but it was like straight out or something.
I thought he looked so cool.
Yeah, he even at the end, he's like, I hate this haircut, I'm ready to change it back.
Yeah.
Or something. Which he was cracking me up too, because when he first, or not him, I'm sorry, Star-Lord, when they very first stole it and they got phased through the floor, it like shows like the mirror going down through the floor, and Star-Lord's like hand is like peace.
Yeah.
Like, see ya.
Yeah.
I was laughing like right off the bat.
Oh man.
It's so funny. And then he like sang like from the that song to Beast when they were introduced to the mirror. He's like, be my guest, from like the Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah,
I thought that was hilarious too.
He's always singing, man. Like at the end when he sings the kitty.
Yeah. It was a really good series. It started really strong, ended even better. The middle, I mean, give and take. Some was good, some was not so good.
Yeah, the X-Men, I thought both the X-Men books were probably the strongest other than the Alpha and the Omega.
Yeah.
That's just, my opinion. The early Guardians were tight too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like the Guardian stuff. The Nova issue was maybe my favorite single issue. I like Nova's series, and it was kind of cool just seeing him.
Right.
He had sort of a big part in it without having a big part in it.
Yeah.
I mean, at one point he had the mirror and took it in his room, and then the Collector comes knocking on his door, like
so funny.
And then they see him out the window flying away with it. I don't know, it's pretty funny.
Yeah. This is all a good time.
Yeah, it was good.
Cyclops, when he submitted, looked weird to me.
Yeah.
Kind of reminded me of like old school Nova, like not Sam Nova, but like Dick Rider Nova.
Right. Yeah. I didn't really like Cyclops. I didn't like how Beast looked either. I thought he had like a helmet and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's not an astronaut.
Yeah. I'd say out of all of them, Beast was probably the most remorseful at the end.
Yeah, he was ready to be done.
Because
all Beast wanted to do, he wanted to have all the knowledge possible so that he could fix his mistakes and the time stream that he messed up. And when he obtained his new time stream or whatever he was uploading in his whatever, I don't know how he was doing it.
Right.
He realized he can't fix his mistakes. So then at that point he was just like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
Because he only was doing it for good. And the whole thing is like the Black Vortex, it's like corrupts them typically when they do it.
Right.
So there was one individual who didn't get corrupted at all, who actually ended up saving the day, which
Kitty Pryde.
You want to talk about that for a little bit? How
it
kind of ended. It was a really, really strong ending.
It was such a strong ending. But real quick, before I forget, like you were talking about, obviously with great power comes that corruption. You know what I mean?
Right.
So they're getting this crazy cosmic power. Of course, somebody without a pure heart is gonna.
Right. And what this reminded me of was the Phoenix Force.
100%.
Yeah, it was honestly like when I read about the Phoenix Five and all that Avengers, X-Men stuff. That's literally what it reminded me of. Was just you get all this power. It's a cosmic power that takes over you. Well, I mean this is less like possession.
Yeah.
But it's still a similar concept.
It's absolutely similar. I mean, like just Gamora reminded me so much of like Jean Grey once Jean Grey became Phoenix.
Yeah.
Like because she was ready to fight her friends. I mean, she was
Right.
literally ready to fight Star-Lord.
Yeah.
In like the first 2 issues, she was like wanting to throw down.
Right. She did fight Storm for a second. They had a sword fight.
Yeah.
The one that I thought, Kitty Pryde, it's almost like how the Phoenix Force chose Jean. Like, it didn't want anybody else. It's almost how it's like Kitty Pryde was, if this was the Phoenix Force, Kitty Pryde was the chosen one.
Absolutely.
So I see what you're saying in terms of how Gamora acted.
Yeah.
It was kind of like Phoenix.
Right.
More because Kitty Pryde didn't act bad at all.
Right.
She was pure good in the end. But she was like the chosen one, the only one that it wouldn't corrupt, the only one that could actually save the day, which she actually ended up doing.
Right.
It's a really, really, really good ending. I was really happy with it.
Right. Yeah, I did love the ending. Before we touch on the ending real quick, I know I just said I was going to touch on it in a second, but I just thought that, like, out of all the heroes that submitted, Gamora was the only one that didn't have, like, a legit reason. Like, Kitty Pryde, obviously pure at heart, gonna save the day. She was the chosen one. Angel wanted to fix his past. Beast wanted to change things that he made.
Right.
Groot, Groot, Cyclops, and Iceman were just trying to get.
Yeah, they just needed to save their lives.
Yeah, they just needed to get out.
They
of
had
there.
like no choice.
Which is why Captain Marvel almost ended up submitting too.
Yeah,
because she was
stuck fighting Mr. Knife.
But
and then all she did was just use her, her Marvel cosmic power she's already got.
Yeah, she's super fast.
She's basically already a Black Vortex.
Yeah,
and
also Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
I don't know what would happen if like either of them would have submitted. I mean, Silver wasn't in it, obviously, but
yeah. See, that's a good question because Silver Surfer already has cosmic power as like Galactus. He's Galactus's herald. He uses Galactus's hunger to like use as cosmic force.
Right.
So I'd be curious to see like if it would even affect a Silver Surfer who's already possessed with the cosmic force. I don't know.
Right.
And it's like Thanos getting the Infinity Gauntlet, having that cosmic power.
Yeah.
Would the Black Vortex, is the Black Vortex, it's cosmic power, right?
Yeah.
So
from what I understood.
So I don't see how it would enhance like a Surfer or a Thanos with the Gauntlet, but it'd be interesting to find out.
It'd be cool to find out.
They'd be absolutely unstoppable.
Absolutely. But so the ending was so good.
It was really good.
So Spartax was encased with Amber from Thane.
Yeah. And the notable heroes that were stuck there were Corsair, Agent Venom, and X-23. Was that pretty much it?
Kitty Pryde was stuck too, but then she like phased out.
Oh yeah, she was originally.
She was like swerve.
Yeah, because Star-Lord was like about to start crying, and all of a sudden he's like holding her frozen hand, and then she like her hand comes out.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Such a romantic story too, like with the.
It absolutely was.
Yeah, there was some love in it.
Surprising, like.
Yeah.
I was hating on it in the beginning because I was reading Star-Lord in the beginning where he was flirting with her, and I thought he was just gonna like. Not use her, but
he's a
like,
player. He's a notable playboy.
Right. I didn't want that to happen to Kitty, and lo and behold, it did not.
Yeah. So, I don't know. The ending was so cool. Like just the way that. So Kitty Pryde submits to the Black Vortex and basically becomes this. Don't really know how to explain her, but
it's like a super phase.
Basically, like like
giant,
almost like a god, not like a god like Loki or Thor, but like just like that she can see galaxies,
right,
and planets, like she can see them. So she just basically just removes the amber from Spartax in one.
Right.
She just grabs it and just crushes it with her hands.
Yeah.
Not Spartax, just.
Yeah, it's like the planets
amber.
there, and she pulls. It's almost like she pulls the sleeve of Ember off of it.
Yeah.
And then smashes it. So the plant, it's like takes it like a glove off of a hand.
Yeah.
It's kind of what it reminded me of.
Right.
Which was super cool. I mean.
Yeah.
It was kind of weird how I noticed in like one of the cosmic battle scenes how Nova and Drax. It was like the six, maybe not six. I think it was all six of the potential realized cosmic. The six that got whatever. And then it was like Nova and Drax fighting by their side. I just thought it was kind of weird, like, because you have these six full potential heroes with Drax and Nova,
right?
Which are super powerful beings.
Oh yeah.
But it was it was something I noticed. Like, I don't know. It's neither here nor there.
Right.
It's just interesting.
Yeah. I thought it was kind of like how you're talking about too. I just thought it was kind of silly that Storm was able to hang in there with Gamora. Like after Gamora submitted, Storm hadn't. Like that's. I mean, Gamora is like, I know she doesn't have like any real like superpower. Like, and Storm can control weather, and that's like pretty BA. But like Gamora, once she submits, she's pretty awesome. I mean, she wields an amazing sword, and
which she already did well anyway.
Yeah, so exactly. So I'm not really sure how Storm didn't get messed up.
It's like Rocket said, like to Star-Lord when they were flying. He's like, Gamora could already like kick your butt before.
Yeah.
And now that she's full potential realized.
Yeah.
Like good luck even
touching her.
Star-Lord. Right.
So should we spoil the ending?
Yeah. Yeah, this is major spoilers.
Yes.
Go ahead and let them know.
So basically, at the end, Gara, right?
Yeah. I don't know how to say it.
She basically explains that they can all unsubmit. I don't know the terminology.
Undo.
Basically, they
Go
can
back.
undo it, go back, but there is like some sort of price to pay for going back. It can still, like, the entire change isn't gone, basically.
Right.
Because Cyclops doesn't fully change back, basically.
Well, Cyclops, physically he does.
Physically he does, but his heart.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they said.
Yeah,
Same
Jean,
with Beast.
because Jean was like something about Cyclops' heart, and
Yeah, she read his mind after
Yeah.
he changed back. And
yeah,
she said the change happened in his heart. So.
yeah.
Whatever that means, I'm sure we'll see until Secret Wars changes it anyway. But.
Right. So anyway, Kitty Pryde comes back to her normal self, and like,
but she never unsubmits though, Kitty.
no,
So that's just something to keep in mind.
right.
Too,
She's super powerful now.
Yeah.
She can mess some people up.
Yeah.
So anyway, she's back to her normal self, and her and Star-Lord are out in space. Like,
The way she looks
yeah,
is back to normal.
normal. Yeah. Right.
Right.
So her and Star-Lord are floating in space, and like everybody that's basically been in the series is like watching them from a spaceship, and he's like flirting with her and singing to her, and he eventually tells her like he loves her, which I believe he did on Vortex too when she was covered.
Yeah. Yeah, he started unloading his emotions, and then she popped out of the Ember.
So then
Amber, sorry.
Then he gets down on one knee in space, and asks to marry him, and it's so tight. Such a good love story
really
too.
good.
Like at the end, and then they all celebrate, and
Yeah. And Storm asks Rocket if she'll be her date to the wedding.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
yeah, which like Rocket should definitely. I mean,
Yeah, she's like, I'll probably be seeing you again soon. And he's like, great, is Thanos attacking?
yeah.
We gotta team up again?
He's like, great, we're gonna have to team up again.
And she's like, no, I want to be your date. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, okay. Why
But
not?
it ends real strong, and
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
really enjoyed, for the most part, the entire run.
Mm-hmm. I absolutely did. It's as long as it starts strong and ends strong, it's the middle is
It'll have
you
its
can
ups
like
and
it or
downs.
hate it.
Right.
Overall, I'd probably give this series like an 8, a solid 8 out of 10. Just, I mean, it was not every issue, obviously, but
Right.
just
I agree overall.
like an 8,
Yeah, an 8.
like mid to upper 8, maybe even
Yeah.
close to a 9. I mean,
Yeah.
it was just really, really solid.
Yeah.
It got kind of drawn out with the, like when they got, submitted.
Mhm.
It got a little drawn out at points.
Mhm.
Just that whole aspect of it, but I don't know.
I'm honestly gonna say that like without the Captain Marvel issue and the Cyclops 12 issue, which I know like had a lot to do with the story as well,
Mhm.
but like maybe specifically Captain Marvel, that's what really brought the score down to an 8 for me. Like I was a solid 9,
Yeah.
especially in the beginning, like the first Black Vortex, the Alpha, then like the Guardians and the X-Men were so strong.
Yeah,
and
the first like 5-6 issues were just, it was boom, 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 awesome. Like, and then it just started losing a tad bit of steam toward those separate.
So I mean, I still loved it. I would definitely
absolutely.
read it again. I just felt like at parts Guardians Team Up 3 kind of fell off.
Yeah, and like the Captain Marvel and Cyclops issues weren't bad,
No,
but it was just
no.
too. It was like just too drawn out. Like kind of what we were talking about earlier. Is like the Cyclops. He has his own ongoing story right now. Same with Captain Marvel.
Right.
So they had that issue scheduled during this time, so and those characters were involved in the story, so they like had to tie the issue in. So it was almost to me like, even though respectively those series are probably, I know Captain Marvel's got good reviews.
Right.
I didn't care for Cyclops as much, but I'm not saying they're bad series. I'm just saying that the issues weren't necessarily relevant. It's like they had to like just do something with that character for that issue, for the story, and that's why they weren't as strong.
Right.
In my opinion.
Also, like Bendis was on, like the ones he was on, you could tell that he was the one, like, you know what I mean? And then like Cyclops and Captain Marvel and stuff weren't necessarily, they probably had help of where the story was going.
Right.
But like Bendis
Right.
You know, does Guardians and X-Men, so
right. So he
predominantly
he has the story going.
Yeah,
and then,
exactly.
Yeah, he knows where he's going.
Yeah. Overall, 8. We give it an 8.
Definitely 8.
So
it's good stuff. Definitely check it out. It's well worth your time. Yeah.
Yep.
13 issues. So
yep.
Probably like 4 hours. It's not a big deal.
Cool.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. We're going to be posting Comic Bites episode 10.
Yep.
So look out for that top 10 this week.
Yep.
It'll be a little change up.
Special issue this week.
Definitely a special issue. So
episode. My fault.
It's an issue. Issue 10.
It's gonna be big.
Yeah.
10.
It's double digits. So we'll. You got anything else?
No, that's it. Like, subscribe, comment,
share. So we'll see you guys on the other videos.
Cool.
Thanks.
See you guys.